Hi guys, I hope you're having a beautiful day as always. I thought we could get ready together. I don't know where all my stuff is, and if you're like, what do you mean by that, and where the heck are you right now, then check out my Ask Melissa update just so you can get up to date. Everyone who has checked that out and left me really kind, really sweet comments or sent me personal messages or sent me messages on Instagram, thank you so much. I so appreciate your just really positive, uplifting, kind comments, and yeah, thank you so much for sending me love when I really needed the most. And thank you everyone who was my Valentine as well. So today I thought that we would test these two items out. So first up is this brand new foundation. It is a Youthful Wear Spotless foundation and brush. I don't know about using the brush. I have my beauty blender here, so we will see. Weightless Foundation Serum, Instant Spotless Coverage. Comes in like a glass bottle with an eyedropper. So as you can see, I have dark spots. This is melasma or hyperpigmentation. And I also have like freckles and spots and stuff on the sides of my face. So this will be a good measure if it really covers. Alright, so here's another one of those instances where I don't know where my stuff is. I don't know where another bobby pin is, so I'm just gonna pull my hair back with a little clippy. So here is the bottle of the foundation. It's a really cute, actually really simple bottle. It almost, it's almost so simple it doesn't even look real. It says shake before use. I got mine in the color light. I believe that there was fair, light, and medium maybe, which isn't really, quite fair to people who have different skin tones that don't fit within that range. So it's unfortunate that they don't have a larger range of skin tones. I've noticed that with a lot of the Physicians Formula foundations and products and things like that, which is really unfortunate. They should have like a deep or extra deep kind of skin tone or medium deep. Alright, so I feel like I've shaken this quite well. It says it has SPF 15 in it, and here is the eyedropper. So it's a really long eyedropper, and it does look quite liquidy, so I almost don't even know what to do with this. Oh god, not enough hands. Which, just, of course, soaked right into my beauty blender. So the light color, I'm gonna say, is maybe even a hair too dark for me, but I feel like fair would have just been way too light. So maybe light is really more like light to medium-ish. I feel like that's covered really well, actually. Wow. I think that did a really great job of covering up my spots, and I mean, this is pretty good considering this is just liquid. There doesn't really even feel like there's much substance to this foundation, but it does a really good job covering. I mean, and it didn't like totally get rid of my dark circles under my eyes, but it improved it a great deal that if I was just to want to go out like this, I would totally be fine with doing that. I am way more impressed than I was expecting to be. I mean, I wanted to like this, don't get me wrong, I wanted to like it, but wow. I feel like that did an amazing job. And we're gonna check back in on this foundation after a little bit, and it is actually 4:53 p.m. so I'm getting ready kind of late in the day, but we'll see how it holds up. For now, I feel like it has a very natural skin finish. I don't feel like it's overly drying, and I have really dry skin, as you guys have heard me say 100 times, but I feel like this actually gives a really nice sort of natural skin finish, so we'll check back later and see how it holds up. Hi guys, I wanted to check in at the end of the night here. It is 11:04 p.m. so I've been wearing this for over, let me think, over 5 hours? Don't kill me for my math if I'm wrong. So we are going to check in on the Youthful Wear Spotless Foundation. Mine was in the color light. I believe there was also fair and like one shade darker, medium or something like that. So how do I think it held up? And please pardon the horrible lighting. I haven't yet figured out how to set up my lighting in the best way possible in this room. So I applied it with a beauty blender, and I feel like, honestly, this is probably a really good foundation for people who have super, super dry skin, or people who have more mature skin, which is honestly what this is aimed for. But if you have super dry skin, regardless of your age, I think this might work really, really well for you. I don't feel like it has broken down in any way, anywhere on my face. I don't feel like I'm overly shiny. I feel like a little bit of breakthrough of oil on my nose, but not much. And I tend to be really dry, but sometimes I will get a little bit of a little teeny tiny little bit of breakthrough of oil on my nose, and then I usually just will touch up with like my Mally Ever Poreless Face Defender or whatever thingy that is, or sometimes I'll just use like a tissue or something like that to kind of blot if I see any kind of buildup of oil on my face, and that takes care of it for like the rest of the day. So yeah, I feel like this held up really well. I still see my blush on top of it. I still see my highlighter on top of it. It didn't compromise my concealer or anything like that. I'm gonna give this a huge, huge thumbs up. The only downside that I can say for this is that this shade in particular, I feel is like a speck too dark for me. Like, I need to go and get some sun. You know, that's the downside of the Physicians Formula foundations, is that they don't have the best selection range for colors, so you either have to fall in the light, fair, or medium category, and if you don't, then you're just kind of out of luck. So that's kind of a drawback. This is a little more expensive for a drugstore foundation. It is almost $16 at the drugstore, but if you can get it on sale, then I would say it's absolutely, totally, and completely worth it. It is an interesting formula because you do have to shake it so much, and it is so liquidy, and it has this giant eyedropper, which can make it a little bit difficult to use. I would also say that next time I use it, I would apply a little bit less and use a little bit of more of a light hand with it. I think next time I would put it on the back of my hand and sort of dab it in place, and then use my beauty blender to sort of blend it out rather than putting it directly on my beauty blender, because I think I got maybe a little bit too much product that way. Which is not to say that it looks bad on me, but I think I would just like a little bit less and I would achieve the exact same look. I do feel like it ever so slightly oxidized on me, just ever so slightly, but not to the point that it would be unwearable. But I wasn't really outside in hot weather or anything like that, so just keep that in mind. On my skin, I feel like it did ever so slightly, very, very slightly oxidize. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a huge thumbs up. If like 5 stars was my holy grail, I'd give this like a 4 or 4.5. I think it performed really, really well, and if you have dry skin, I think this would be something fantastic for you to try. Oily skin, I'm not really so sure, and I'm not maybe sure even on combination skin. I would say dry or very dry skin, this worked wonders. I did have a couple areas like over here on the side of my face where my skin has been really dry, and it did not give that crusty cakey thing on any dry skin areas. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Anywho, I hope you guys have a beautiful day as always. If you're not subscribed, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, woo woo, you're awesome. Anywho, I will see you guys in my next video.